Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Topical question paper part 4. The topic is current and electricity, and we will present solution of 10 sample questions in this session. The course is Cambridge O Level Physics. Course code is 5054. Let's start the question. Question number 1. A lamp connected to a 12 volt supply converts energy at a rate of 36 watt. How much energy will be converted in 10 seconds? The formula for the energy is power multiplied with the time. The power should be in watt and the time should be second if you want the energy in joules. So 36 watt multiplied with 10 second is equal to 360 joule. Option D. Question number 2. The current voltage graphs are for different electrical components. Which graph is for a resistor at constant temperature and which is for a filament lamp? The graph 1 is for diode in forward biased. The graph 2 is for resistance. It is a linear graph. The graph 3 is for filament lamp. So option B, graph 2 is for resistor. Option C, graph 2 is for resistor and graph 3 is for filament lamp. Option C. Graph 2. Graph 2 is for resistance. It is a linear graph passing through the center. Graph 3 is for filament lamp and the current decreases when filament gets hotter and as a result resistance will increase. So option C. Okay, question number 3. A lamp is rated at 12 volt 600 milliwatt. What is the current in the lamp? Rating is given in volt and watt. We know the DC power is P is equal to voltage multiplied with the current. So current is equal to I is equal to P over V. P is given as 600 milliwatt. Voltage is 12. So I is 50 milliampere. Option B. Question number 4. Three identical cells are connected in parallel to a resistor. If identical cells are connected in parallel, then the overall voltage will remain the same in the parallel configuration. However, the advantage of this parallel configuration is that each cell will take longer to run down. That is, each cell can supply current for longer duration of time. So option C. Question number 5. The diagram shows three resistors in parallel. What is the combined resistance? The combined resistance can be found by using the formula 1 over R is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. R1, R2 and R3 are the values of the individual resistances. Here R1 is 5 ohm, R2 is 5 ohm and R3 is 10 ohm. So 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 10, and in decimal it is 0.2 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 and 1 over R is equal to 0.5. So by inversing, R over 1 will be 1 over 0.5, so R is equal to 2 ohm. So option B is the correct option. Question number 6. A metal wire has length L and cross section area A. What is the resistance proportional to? Resistance is proportional to the length of the wire, and the resistance of a wire is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the wire. So R proportional to the length and R is inversely proportional to area. Option C. Option C is the correct option. Question number 7. A student joins three 6 ohm resistors as shown in the diagram. What is the total resistance between point X and Y? So all three 6 ohm resistors are connected in parallel and their combined or net resistance can be found using the formula 1 over R is equal to 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6, and 1 over R is equal to 0.5. So R is equal to 1 over 0.5, that is 2 ohm. So option B. Question number 8. The potential difference across a 10 ohm resistor is 5 volt. How much charge passes through the 10 ohm resistor in 30 seconds? Resistance is given, volt is given, so from Ohm's law we can find the value of current. I is equal to V over R from the Ohm's law, and that is 5 over 10. So I in this case is 0.5 ampere. Now we have to find the value of the charge. So charge is given as the current multiplied with the time. Current should be in ampere and the time should be in second. So the current is 0.5 ampere, the time is given as 30 seconds. So the amount of charge is 0.5 ampere multiplied with 30 seconds, and that is 15 ampere second. And ampere second is another unit for coulomb. So it is 15 coulomb. Option B. Question number 9. Which changes both cause a decrease in the resistance of a copper wire? So remember these three important relationships. Number 1, resistance of a wire is directly proportional to its temperature. Number 2, resistance of a wire is directly proportional to its length. And number 3, the resistance of a wire is inversely proportional to the thickness of the wire. So option A, decrease in length and the temperature of the wire should be lowered. So the question was, which changes both cause a decrease in the resistance of a copper wire? So we have to decrease the length of the size of the wire, as well as we have to operate the wire in the lower temperature. So option A. Question number 10. The resistor of a cylindrical wire P is given as 80 ohm, and the wire Q is also made from the same material. Okay, the cross-sectional area of Q is 4 times that of P. The length of Q is twice the length of P. What is the resistance of Q? As I've told you earlier, the resistance of wire P is 80 ohm. As the material for both wires P and Q are same, so it means the resistivity of both the wires are similar or same or equal. So in the resistance formula, we can omit the resistivity. So the formula of resistance is rho L over A. We can omit rho, the resistivity, and the formula for the resistance is L by A. So for P wire, the resistance of P wire is L by A, and that is 80 ohm. It is given. Equation number 1, the resistance of P wire is L by A, and it is 80 ohm. Now in the question, if you see the second statement, the cross-sectional area of Q is 4 times that of P, and the length of Q is twice the length of P. So the length of Q wire is 2L, is twice the length, whereas the cross-section area of Q wire is 4A, is 4 times the cross-section area of the P wire. So the resistance of wire Q will be L over A. So put 2L instead of L and put 4A instead of A. So resistance of Q wire is equal to half L by A. This is equation number 2. Now put the value of L by A from equation number 1 into equation number 2. So the resistance of Q wire is equal to 4L over 2A, that is half L over A, and L over A is 80 ohm from equation number 1. So the resistance of Q wire is 40 ohm, and it is option B, 40 ohm. So again, the resistance of wire P is given as 80 ohm, and as the resistivity of same for both wire P and Q, because both are made from the same material, so we can omit the resistivity in the formula. And the second condition is that wire Q, the length of wire Q is twice, and the cross-sectional area of wire Q is 4 times that of P. So first, the resistance of P wire is 80 ohm, and that is equal to L by A, and the resistance of Q wire is half L by A, and put the value of L by 80 ohm in equation 2, and the resistance of Q wire is 40 ohm. Okay.